Hi, thanks for tuning in. In this video, we get to talk about how the actions of the court help us better understand the power of the government under the existing Constitution. So, like other videos in this little series, it's not a complete list, but hopefully gives an example that makes a broader point. So, in this video, we are going to talk about the judicial branch. So, what is the judicial branch's job? Well, you might be thinking it's judicial review. Judicial review is the judicial branch's job. It's one of the principles that the Constitution rests upon. It's definitely judicial review. Well, if you're thinking that, you're right. Great job. The problem is, where does that idea come from? Because believe it or not, the judicial review, principle of the judicial review, is not expressly in the Constitution. It isn't. It was actually established with this landmark Supreme Court decision of Marbury versus Madison. Now, the case itself is complex, and it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to go into a lot of the detail here. But to make a fairly long and complicated story short, William Marbury was a man that President John Adams appointed to be a federal judge. However, Adams did not complete the process to officially making Marbury a judge in time. And so when the next president came in, who was Thomas Jefferson, look at Jefferson there being so smug, Jefferson didn't want to complete the process because he did not want Marbury over here to be a judge because these two were in different political parties. So Marbury doesn't get to be a judge, and so he wanted the Supreme Court to issue a writ of mandamus, which is just a kind of a direction or an order to the Jefferson administration to tell Jefferson, complete that process, make Marbury the judge. But the court said that they could not issue that writ of mandamus because issuing a writ of mandamus is unconstitutional. It was the first time that the court had declared part of the law, and this time is the Judiciary Act. It was the first time that they declared part of a law unconstitutional, and thus they set a precedent that every other case in which the Supreme Court could determine if a law was constitutional or not, every other case where the court used judicial review, they followed in the example of Marbury versus Madison. So, in other words, the Supreme Court, through its actions, helped us better understand what the court can do under the existing Constitution. And judicial review is a big one. Way to go, SCOTUS. Here's a joke. Who keeps the ocean clean? The mermaid. Thanks for watching.